If you watch my chapters 3 and 4 breakdown, you know we ended with Coco becoming an apprentice. And she passed the test that Agott put forth. She earned her witch mark, or her mark as a witch, in Qifrey's apprentice regardless. He was going to make her an apprentice. So this wasn't a test that Qifrey executed. It was kind of like Agott put her on notice, and like I said, Coco obliged, and our girl was successful. And we left things there. But I need to come back to something because I think it's key to understanding what Witch Hat Atelier is about early on, or the driving force. At the end of chapter 4, we get that moment, that hint that Coco was likely purposely targeted. And this is the part that I left out of chapter 4, or my chapter 3 and 4 breakdown, because I wanted to talk about this separately as well, doing an accumulation video, just hitting the high points of what we've learned so far between chapters 1 and 4. So this is an accumulation video. And if I haven't said it, hello everyone, this is Mel, and I am back with another Witch Hat Atelier video. And again, we're going to look at the accumulation of chapters that's been covered between my first 2 videos. First, chapters 1 and 2 is in a video on my channel, and chapters 3 and 4. These chapters are part of volume 1. And next week, I will be dropping chapter 5. This is me taking everything that I've covered so far, all the characters we've met, all the rules and institutions we've learned about, all the pieces of this world, and connecting them back again to one central moment at the end of chapter 4. So let's talk about what we've actually been watching. Here's what happened across 4 chapters. In chapter 1, Coco encounters a mysterious figure at a festival, and this was a flashback moment. Someone with a long pointed hat and a spiral symbol where that looks like basically the one eye. He gives her, or he sells her, a picture book filled with spells and a pen. She doesn't question it. She's excited about it because Coco loves magic and has loved magic since she was a child, and she takes this home. In chapter 2, she traces one of those spells. Well, she traced multiple spells, but one was a truly forbidden spell that had an impact. It petrifies her mother and her Hamlet. Everything she knows is frozen in stone. Chapter 3, she's taken in by Qifrey. She's learning the fundamentals of magic, or she begins to learn the fundamental of magic. She's being tested, and she's failing in a way that matters most. She's doubting whether she belongs in this world at all. In chapter 4, she doesn't give up. She innovates. She masters the test that Agott challenged her with. She becomes an apprentice because Qifrey wanted her to become an apprentice, so she was going to become an apprentice anyway. And she received her pointed hat. But here's what matters. At the very end of chapter 4, that same mysterious figure appears on the Dadah range where Coco was just going to, where she went to take her test, where she acquired the diadem herb. He's watching her. He was watching her. And let's just go ahead and say he. And he says at the end, so the seed has sprouted. That's not a coincidence. That's not a random appearance. The figure who gave her the forbidden spell book, the book that she started using, is standing there. That figure is standing there on the Dadah range, watching her become, let's just say, becoming a witch. And it's as if he knew something and he was waiting for this moment, like he's been watching from the shadow. He knew what would happen when she used that spell. I think he knew she'd survive. I think he knew that the institutional structure would take her in, and he knew where she would end up. That's my thought. Now, think about the world Coco entered. She's living in Qifrey's atelier with 3 other apprentices. We got a chance to meet them. Tetia, Richie, and Agott. Hope I've been saying these names correctly. Trust me, I've done all the research to how to pronounce these. So they're learning a craft that requires discipline, precision, and years of study. And the other girls have been an apprentice for a while and have been immersed in the magic longer. And that's basically what I'd like to call the normal path. That's how witches are made. You learn the fundamentals, you practice, you test, and you continue to earn the marks along the way. But Coco did not come through that normal path. She came through by using forbidden magic. And she is a child. Let's call her a child. And this was accidental. She came through a sequence that caused a disaster, and she's being watched by someone who orchestrated this exact condition that brought her where she is today at the end of chapter 4. The witch world has structure, so we've learned that in the first 4 chapters. There's the Great Hall, the center of everything. It appears to be the center of everything, where the real power resides or sits. There's Alaria, an established witch with authority, and we can tell she has some authority, who tells Qifrey that if he insists on living in that backwood atelier, he needs to keep a close eye on all his apprentices. The implication is clear. Of course, the Great Hall knows about Coco. They know she used forbidden magic. There's never been, in any story that I've read, there's never been an institutional structure that did not know when some type of forbidden magic was happening. And then there's the mysterious figure who apparently has his own agenda entirely. So here's what I want you to sit with. Coco was targeted, not chosen through the normal apprenticeship process. Definitely targeted. Someone sold her a forbidden spell book deliberately. Someone knew it would cause great harm for her to trace those spells as well. And now that person is watching her why, maybe to see what she becomes, to see how the Great Hall in the institutional structure within Witch Hat Atelier would respond. This is where it starts to get interesting. Let's talk about how Coco is appearing to mature when she's in a tight spot and it comes to using magic. In the second video I created in chapter 4, we know Coco ended up having to innovate with using the pigment stone when she fell in the water and all her magical tools were basically drenched, her ink. We know that Coco has an aptitude for being innovative. We're still yet to get a lot about, like I said, all the girls in the story. Qifrey's mentorship will matter because he's protecting these girls, but is he protecting something else? We'll have to find out along the way as we go through the chapters or as we watch the anime. The mysterious figure watching from the shadows matters because he reminds us that Coco's journey isn't just about becoming a witch. It's about discovering what role she was meant to play in this larger story. This is why this story is so wonderful. The witch world has rules, it has institutions, it has hierarchies and power structure. But underneath all of that, there's something darker moving. Something and someone with plans. Someone who plants seeds and watches them grow. I hope you are enjoying these videos on Volume 1 of Witch Hat Atelier. If you want to see more videos on the next coming chapter and any other manga I will cover at this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know what you think about the first 4 chapters. I'll meet you at the next Pointed Hat discussion. Above all, let's keep talking about Witch Hat Atelier. Thanks for watching.